Here is the program. We start with the semi-finals of the women's 50 free and the men's 50 bag. And later on in the program, we will have the finals in those two events. Also, today 200 breast for women, then the 100 free for men, followed by the 100 fly for women featuring Sarah Sjöström, then 100 individual medley men. Also, the 400 meters freestyle for women, the 200 fly for men, with Laszlo Cser once again in a European final, 15 years after taking his first ever international medal. It was European Short Course Championships back in 2002 in Riesa, Germany, where he won bronze medal in the 400 IM. Ever since, he has collected more than 70 international medals. So Laszlo Cser will be swimming in the 200-meter butterfly. And the program concludes with the 50 free and the 50 bag finals, and also the 4x50 meter medley relays. So 10 finals, 10 more victory ceremonies, 30 medals in total up for grabs. We have already had 30 finals, with Russia leading the medals table, together with Hungary with 7 gold medals apiece. Hungary, of course, very high in the ranks thanks to the 6 individual gold medals of Katinka Hosszu, who is having a day off today. Very uncharacteristic to her, but she has not entered a single event on the final day, so no more wins for Katinka. However, Hungary has reason to be optimistic. Not only Laszlo Cser in the 200 fly, but also they will have Boglárka Kapás in the 400-meter freestyle. So only a minute or so to go before we kick off with this final session of the European Short Course Championships. Greatness awaits here, with Olympic champions all over the field in most of the events. I've already mentioned Sarah Sjöström. She will be swimming 2 events today. Besides the 100 fly, of course, she'll be ready to win the title in the 50 free as well. No gold medals as of yet for Sjöström today, looking to take 2 home. Also, besides Sjöström, there'll be Ranomi Kromowidjojo. Already 5 gold medals to her name, and probably the biggest favorite in the 50 free. And also she'll swim the relay. Already 2 relay titles for Kromowidjojo, both of them with a world record time. So the Netherlands now with 2 world records. And we've also had European records falling in the men's breaststroke events. 3 of them actually. So another great night is just about to start. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the action from Copenhagen. This is the first event today, the semi-finals of the women's 50-meter freestyle. 2 semi-finals, 2 of each will go through automatically, so the first 2 plus the 4 best times will qualify. Birgit Kosisek down in lane 8. Semi-finalist from the 100 meters, several European finals in the fly. Then Julie Kopp-Jensen, home favorite, only 17 years old, fifth at the World Junior Championships. Susanne Björnsen, semi-finalist at the Long Course Europeans, was a bronze medalist here in the 100 IM. Rosalia Nasreddinova in lane 5, also a finalist from 2 years ago, last edition. And then just listen to the crowd. as they celebrate their Olympic champion, Pernille Blume, swimming in 4. Then the winner of the 200-meter event, Charlotte Bonnet from France. Fast finishing Italian Erika Ferraioli was 6th 2 years ago in Netanya, the last edition of these short course Europeans. And Aglaia Pezzato, another Italian, she was 7th at the World University Games. So that is the lineup for the first semi-final. Let's not forget, the first 2 go automatically through. This is Blume in lane 4. And Julie Kip-Jensen, much younger Danish talent. Charlotte Bonnet, originally a 200-meter swimmer, however, in top form at these short course Europeans. Bonnet together with Blume, with fantastic underwater kicking by Nasrudinova in 5. Now it is Blume surging and into the lead. She'll take this. And the crowd just goes crazy. 23.62, the winning time by Blume. Of course, she can be faster than that, and she needs to be faster if she wants to win a gold medal in this event. However, safely through with Bonnet 2nd, Nasrudinova 3rd, those 3 under 24 seconds in this first semi-final. 2 years ago in Netanya, 24.5 was needed to qualify for the final. Here's Pernille Blume, already under 24. 24.62, her winning time. Actually, it would have won a silver medal for her 2 years ago. But now we have a lot faster field. So coming up, the second semi-final with both Sjöström and Kromowidjojo. Once again, facing off the 2 great sprinters of European swimming. This is Femke Heemskerk, another great sprinter also featuring in this final. Barbara Sejmanova from the Czech Republic, European junior champion. And in 7, Lido Munoz del Campo finished 8th in the 200-meter freestyle final. The world junior champion from 2 years ago, Maria Kameneva, already bronze medalist in the 100 back. Then Ranomir Kromowidjojo, the world record holder, 3-time champion in the short pool. Next year, Sarah Sjöström, the long course world champion, finished 2nd to Kromowidjojo 2 years ago. Femke Heemskerk in 3, silver medalist. In the 200 meters, the former short course world champion, Mimosa Jalo, Finland. She was 7th in the final of the 50 back. And Yulia Kitraya from Belarus up in lane 1. Finished 8th 2 years ago in the short course Europeans. Sjöström and Kromowidjojo already under 24 seconds in the heat of this event. And now they have to spare some energy for the final, and first they need to go through. Sarah Sjöström also swimming the 100 fly today, but she has already made the mistake of not qualifying in the first day of competition. On the 50 fly, where she was hot favorite, she missed out of the final. push hard to make sure she qualifies. Kromowidjojo very strong off the blocks, in the lead and the halfway turn. Still Kromowidjojo in first position, now coming strong, Sjöström. And these two finish in 1-2. A lot better time than in the previous heat by Pernilla Blume. So this time no mistake by Sjöström. Safely through to the final of the 50-free. And now she's already running away because she has to get ready for the final of the 100 fly that is going to be contested in less than 20 minutes. So with most of the swimmers just climbing out of the pool, Sara Sjöström is already in the ready room with her coach and getting ready for her next swim, the 100 fly final. Here is the summary. So Sjöström than what was needed 2 years ago to go in the final.
We're moving on now.
Moving on to the next event, that is the 50-meter backstroke. Also 2 semifinals, with this event's final to be contested later on in today's program. Late 8, this is Marek Ulrich, who was silver medalist at the European Junior Championships 2 years ago. Apostolos Christou, 10th at the World Championships long course, already a finalist in the 100 meters backstroke. Robert Glinca, the bronze medalist from the 100-meter, semi-finalist at the short course World Championships. In lane 5, that is Pavel Sankovic, bronze medalist from 6 years ago, also short course World Championships bronze medalist. And this is Jeremy Stravius, 2-time winner of this event, short course World Championship silver medalist. Then another German, Christian Diener, silver medalist 4 years ago. Then Thierry Bollin, representing Switzerland, was 6th at the European Junior Championships. And up in lane 1, another swimmer from Belarus, Viktor Stisalovic, was semi-finalist 2 years ago. And also in this event finished 9th at the long course Europeans last year in London. So Stravius looking for his first final at these short course Europeans after missing out in the fly events. Now he's back to backstroke. Of course, a former long course world champion in the 100-meter backstroke back in 2011.
Take your marks.
So in lane 4, that's Stravius and 5, Sankovic. Also pushing very hard. In 6, Robert Glinca from Romania turning in first position. Still very young, Glinca, only 20 years of age, one of the great backstrokers of the future. And he wins this first semi-final. 23.21 the winning time. Ahead of Sankovic and Stravius. So automatic qualification for Glinca and Sankovic as well. Two years ago in Netanya, a 23.59 was needed to qualify for the final. 23.59. In this heat, there were 3 swimmers under that time: Glinta, Sankovic and Stravius. Still Diener has reason for hoping to qualify with that 23.64 to his name. And already waiting to be called, the swimmers of the second semi-final. With Conor Ferguson from Ireland leading them, and also featuring great Russian Klement Kolesnikov, setting a new world junior record already in the heats. Winner of the 100 and the 200 meters here in Copenhagen. So Conor Ferguson, silver medalist at the European Junior Championships. Then Nikita Ulyanov was 4th at the long course Europeans. Kacper Stokowski from Poland, bronze medalist from the World Juniors. And then in lane 5, this is Simone Sabbioni, silver medalist 2 years ago. Also silver medalist in the 100 meter. Just behind Klement Kolesnikov. Already 2 individual titles to his belt. Gazalin Ungur from Romania, semi-finalist from the 100 meters. Then Nicolo Bonacchi finished 4th 4 years ago, and the former European Junior champion. And up in lane 1, this is Alexis Santos, was a semi-finalist in the 100 IM, and a semi-finalist 2 years ago in this event, so the 50 back. Kolesnikov in 4. And watch out for Sabbioni once again wearing someone else's swim cap, just like in the 100 meters where there was Marco Orsi's cap. Now it is Fabio Scuzzoli's, winner of the 50 breast earlier on. Oh, make no mistake, that is not Scuzzoli, but Sabbioni. It is his habit to wear someone else's cap. So Sabbioni slowly to the start, but he will be very fast in the pool.
Take your mark.
Kolesnikov in 4, Unger in 3, and he is the fastest over these first 25 meters. And now it is time for Kolesnikov to move ahead, and that is exactly what he does with those long arms of his. And he takes the heat in 23.14, 400ths of his world junior record pace. Still touching first, ahead of Sabbioni and Ungur. And we'll see him competing for the backstroke treble, already taking the 100 and the 200 meters. He will be back in action in about an hour or so for the final of the 50 meters back. Another good touch on the wall. He still manages to win this second semi-final, Klement Kolesnikov. Sabbioni second, Ungur third. And they're all in the final. Here is the summary: Kolesnikov in first position, and Christian Diener moving into the final with a 23.64. And that was it. No more semi-finals. And these Europeans, only finals to come. And the first one is probably the most anticipated one here in Copenhagen because of Rikke Møller Pedersen. That is the women's 200 meters breaststroke. In lane 8, there is Fanny de Berg, former finalist of the European Junior Championships. Up in lane 1, Jessica Steiger from Germany was 16th at the long course Europeans, finished 12th here at the short course Europeans in the 100 meters. Then Jocelyn Juliet from Great Britain, 9th at the long course World Championships this year in Budapest. And now listen to the crowd as they see Rikke Möller-Pedersen approaching. The 4-time winner of this event, the former short course world champion and European record holder. Then reigning champion Fanny Lecluse, also finalist at the short course world championships. Lane 3, Marina Garcia, silver medalist 5 years ago, world championship finalist 4 years ago, back in Barcelona. Jessica Vai, one of the biggest threats to Pedersen, bronze medalist already in the 100 meters, was a European Championship silver medalist last year in London. And with the fastest time of the heat, Vitalina Simonova in lane 4 clinched silver behind Pedersen 4 years ago in Denmark, Herning at the 17th short course Europeans. Also a world championship finalist, long course and short course. So Simonova in 4, Vai in 5, reigning champion Lecluse in 6, and Pedersen up in lane 2. It was an easy swim by her in the heat. However, Simonova did an amazing job in the final 50 meters, beating Pedersen by more than a full second in the heats. Was she resting? Was she preserving some energy? Or that was it for Pedersen? 2 more minutes and we will find out. This is the final of the women's 200 breaststroke.
Whenever they see Pedersen in front. But will they see it? That is the question. Up in lane 2, that is Pedersen in that white cap. In lane 6, Fanny Lecluse, the fastest in the morning heats. She was the fastest at the 100-meter mark by a lot, and almost a second upon her rivals. A very packed field. Pedersen first at the turn. 41.77. That is 9/10 of a second faster than in the heat. Simonova still way behind, but look out for her to make a move in the third 50 meters. This is Jocelyn Juliet, who takes the lead now, ahead of Pedersen. And the halfway turn, 106.7. That is 4/10 faster than Lecluse's pace from 2 years ago. And now it is time to make a move for Simonova and Vai as well. Lacking way behind. Still Juliet in front, but now Vai turning up the speed and probably reaching the wall first. This is the final 50 meters. Vai, Lecluse, Pedersen, with Juliet also up in front. And now it is time for Denmark to cheer on Rikke Möller-Pedersen, but it is Jessica Vai who is at the first position of the final turn. So it's not a question of who wins it, but whether or not Pedersen will be able to win a medal in front of home crowd. Because Simonova is coming very strong in the final 10 meters. Vai takes it, she is the champion, but Pedersen finishes second. enthusiastic crowd. Rikke Møller Pedersen clinching a medal. And European title for Jessica Vai. Bronze medal going to Fanny Lecluse. This is Pedersen. And the crowd being very happy with that silver medal. And of course, Spain is being very happy. But we have to wait for the confirmation. As of yet, no official results. Vai, Pedersen, Lecluse, the first three. However, it's easy to get disqualified in a breaststroke event. With so many things to look out for with the kicking and strokes. So Vai finishing first to 18.41, faster than Lecluse 2 years ago. Pedersen second, Lecluse third, 3 under 2:20. So will there be a disqualification or not? Officials still talking about that. Swimming by Vai 32.1, then 35.2, 35.8 to her name. Very well done, Jessica Vai. European title. And the joy on her face. And now the results are official. Marina Garcia got ejected from the race. But still, reason to be happy for Spain as Jessica Vai takes this 200-meter breaststroke ahead of Pedersen and Fanny Lecluse. So Denmark is happy, and everybody can be happy who loves to see great competitions, as we are about to start our next event, which is the 100-meter freestyle for men. A very close field within 4/10 of a second after the semis. Mikhail Vekovichev walking out like an old man, but he's not old, only 19 years of age, both at the European Junior Championships. In one, this is reigning short course world champion Simonas Bilis, managing only to qualify in 7th position. Very young Hungarian Nandor Németh, European Junior Champion, World Junior Championship silver medalist from this year. Then in lane 2, former World Championship semi-finalist, finished 5th in the 50 meters. Great butterfly racer Konrad Czerniak. Always happy and easy Dominik Kozma from Hungary was 7th 4 years ago in the final, also a long course finalist at the Europeans. Lane 3, maybe one of the favorites, Duncan Scott, Olympic and World Championship finalist, already winner of a bronze in the 200-meter event. Then in 5, the silver medalist from 2 years ago, also the silver medalist from the Rio Olympic Games. It's Peter Timmers from Belgium. And swimming in lane 4, Luca Dotto, the long course European champion, was 5th last year at the short course World Championships. So Italy in 4. This is the lineup for one of the biggest finals of all, the men's 100-meter freestyle. So Dotto in 4, Timmers 5. Watch out for Duncan Scott in 3. Also Kozma, who leads the European rankings
in 46.5 time. What a start by Dotto in 4. Already ahead. Kozma also very strong off the blocks. Kozma 46.5 at the Berlin leg of the World Cup. Hasn't been in a form like that recently. Dotto, Timers, Cherniak, Kozma. And now Timers moving through, catching up with Dotto. Can he catch him? But it's still the Italian in front. With Kozma fading away in this final lap. Dotto prevailing. An easy victory for the Italian. Luca Dotto is the king of European freestyle swimming. .46.11. Taking the title back to Italy. 2 years ago it was Marco Orsi, his compatriot, who won the European short course title. Now it's Luca Dotto. After the bronze medal in the 50 meter, wow, he is strong. He is European champion. Team second, Duncan Scott finishing in 3rd position. Only those 3 under 47 seconds in this final. Dotto now making the double European champion, both long and short course. So, a rather convincing victory for the Italian. More than 4/10 of a second over Timers. And then Duncan Scott taking another bronze medal home after the 200 meters. And there's no stopping. We move to the final of the women's 100-meter butterfly. Sara Sjöström, the world record holder and also the European Championship record holder, and also the biggest favorite in this event. Kimberly Buys from Belgium, silver medalist 5 years ago, already in the final 10 years ago, 2007 in Debrecen, Hungary. Then in 1, Elinore de Jong from the Netherlands. The first final, never managed to reach even the semi-finals. And in 7, Louise Hansen finished 8th 2 years ago after winning a bronze medal in 200 IM. Then in lane 2, Alina Schmidtke from Germany was 10th at the long course World Championships. The short course world champion from 2012, Ilaria Bianchi from Italy. Already a silver medal to her name in the 200-meter event. Then the finalist of the 100 free, Marie Vater from France. She was 9th at the short course world championships in this event. Another Danish star, Emily Beckman, silver medalist in the 50 fly. Already setting a bunch of personal bests, and now in lane 5 looking to take another medal. And Sara Sjöström looking to take her first gold medal of the meet. Reigning champion, world champion, Olympic champion, short course world champion. She's already won every title possible except for one. A gold medal here in Copenhagen. Already silver medal in the or in the 100 free and a silver medal in the 100 IM. Just qualified for the final of the 50 free. And now her pet event, the 100 fly, is to follow. Sjöström in 4, Beckman in 5. Expect Sjöström to be very fast in the first 50 meters. She was below her own world record pace in both the heats and the semi-final. Holding on to the Swede, Beckman and Marie Vatel as well in lane 3. And the halfway mark, rather two touch on the wall, Sjöström. 0.20 to the 2900 under the world record pace. And pulling away now from Beckman. It is a way better turn for Sjöström. Good underwater work by her. Now a little bit fading away with Vatel and Beckman approaching. But no, they will not be able to catch. Great Sarah Sjöström, 55 flat, the winning time, a new championship record. And finally a title here in Copenhagen. Vatel second, Beckman third. So Scandinavian joy, Beckman, shall I say, with another new personal best. And Sjöström bettering her own championship record from Netanya by 0.03 of a second. So, Sarah Sjöström, as expected, takes the 100-meter butterfly. But even more happy, just out of the pool, is Emily Beckman, her third medal in these Europeans. Joy written all over her face. 2 years ago, it was Sjöström first, and with another Danish star, Jeanette Ottesen, winning a silver medal. Ottesen is not here at her home European Championships, as she is expecting a baby within a few weeks' time. Congratulations to Jeanette, but the Danes have another great butterfly swimmer in Emily Beckman. We move on to the next final. That is the men's 100 meters individual medley. In lane 8, the silver medalist from 2 years ago, Jakob Jan Tumarkin, a backstroke specialist, finished 4th here in the 200-meter backstroke. Then up in lane 1, Emmanuel van Lugene from Belgium was 4th at the short course Europeans 4 years ago. In lane 7, Simone Geni from Italy, a semi-finalist from 2 years ago. Lane 2 for his first ever European final from Austria, Bernhard Reitzhammer. Then Michael Rudi, a finalist from the 50 fly, and a World Junior Championship finalist in the 100 fly. Then to the biggest medal contenders, Kai Stolk from the Netherlands, a finalist at the Short Course World Championships, was 6th here in the 200-meter IM. In 5, Marco Orsi, the 100-meter freestyle champion from 2 years ago. This time, he missed the cut in that event, but made it to the final and to lane 5 in the 100 IM. And Sergei Fasikov, the former world record holder of this event, the reigning champion, already a bronze medalist 10 years ago. So this is the lineup. You can see Fasikov only won under 52 seconds after the semis, with Orsi a distant second. But now it is another day and it is another race. Expect Fasikov to be very fast in the first 50 meters, maybe under world record pace. Not a very good breaststroker, so that is where the others can make up some room to him. Final of the men's 100 meters individual medley with Sergei Fasikov in the middle lane.
Take your marks.
He was under world record pace in the semi-finals, also swimming faster than 2 years ago, and the short course Europeans. So in backstroke, still holding on with him, Marco Orsi, and it comes down to this breaststroke. Slower than in the semi-finals, Fasikov, but still manages to hold on to the lead. Kastov, very strong in lane 3, only half a body length, trailing to Fasikov. But of course the Russian a very good freestyler, however Orsi is even better than him, and Orsi will take this. Orsi can upset Fasikov, and yes he does. What an upset. Marco Orsi, after failing to qualify for the 100 free. What a revenge for Marco Orsi. He is European champion. Fasikov swimming half a second slower than in the semi-finals. How is that possible? As we will celebrate the medal winners of the women's 200 meters breaststroke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's 200-meter breaststroke. The medals will be presented by Land Bureau member Fernando Carpena Perez, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation Vice President Jes Gidessen. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Belgium, Fanny Lecluse. champion, Spain, Jessica Valmontero. The national anthem.
Stort bifald til vores medaljevindere.
Rick Kamura Pedersen's silver medal winning performance in the 200 breast. But we already need to move on to our next final. This time no Danish swimmer, but this is going to be a thrilling one. The women's 400-meter freestyle. Lane 8, the Portuguese Diana Durange was 13th in the long course world championships, finished 7th in the 800 meters here in Copenhagen. The bronze medalist from the 800 meters, Simona Quadarella from Italy. The bronze medalist in the 1500 meters back in Budapest at the long course world championships. And one of the favorites, Veronika Andrushenko, former name Veronika Popova, silver medalist at the short course World Championships. Finished third here in the 200 meters. Julia Hassler, the first ever swimmer from Liechtenstein in the European final. She was fourth in the 800 meters, also World Championship finalist in the 1500. Then Catherine Greenslade from Great Britain, fourth in the 200 back, fifth in the 200 free final here in Copenhagen. Then the long course European champion, Boglárka Kapás, finished third 2 years ago in an amazing final. But also swam an amazing final in 800 free, finishing only second to Sarah Köhler. Melanie Costa, the former short course world champion in this event. And Sarah Köhler from Germany, the winner of the 800-meter title. Also winner this year at the World University Games. So Sarah Köhler in lane 4. It was a very tight affair between Köhler, Costa, Kapás. Swimming next to each other in the heats. And once again, swimming next to each other in the final of the 400-meter freestyle. Also Veronika Andrushenko down in lane 7, looking to upset those swimming in the middle lanes. So Kapás 3, Köhler 4, Costa 5, and also Andrushenko down in 7. 2 years ago, it was a thrilling final with the first 3 finishing within 0.2 of a second. Great Britain's Jess Carlin just edging out Katinka Hosszu by 0.03 seconds, with Kapás with a late surge, just missing out on those 2, finishing in 3rd position. Now very strong off the blocks, Sarah Köhler under the world record pace of Mireia Belmonte. In the 800 meters, Köhler was similarly very strong in the first half of the race. Then Kapás caught up with her, only to give way the German in the final 50 meters. Kapás already a finalist in undoubtedly the 3 most difficult events, that is the 200 fly, the 400 IM and the 800 free, swimming all of them twice already. And now it's the 400 free with Köhler's advantage body length over Kapás. 150 meters gone. 0.71 the advantage of Köhler. The pace, of course, a lot faster than in the heats, where Sarah Köhler won in a 4:04.31 time. Now Kapás moving closer to her. Half a body length now. She's trailing the German. At the halfway mark, 0.4 of a second separating those 2. The pace being 0.05 of a second faster than Jess Carlin's 2 years ago, where she won that title in a 3:58 time. Köhler never under 4 minutes in her career. Looking for that this time. 6 more laps to go. No Costa, no Andrushenko. It is only Köhler and Kapás. Now 0.05 of a second in between those 2. And it promises to be a similar race to the 800 meters, with Köhler very strong up front, Kapás catching up with her. However,
However, in the 800 meters, it was Köhler in the final 50, coming strong again. Will history repeat itself? 100 meters to go, 0.3 of a second, the advantage of the Hungarian. Trying to make some room in between herself and Köhler. 3 more laps to go. Moving into third position, it is Julia Hassler from Liechtenstein. We can witness the first ever medal won by a swimmer from Liechtenstein. So let's see whether or not Köhler is capable of pulling off another great final 50 meters. It is Kopas in the lead, looking strong, but still 30 meters to go. Kopas leading with Köhler trailing now a little bit more than half a body length. So it is going to be Kopas who takes it because she looks strong enough. Look at that kicking by Kopas. That is European champion stuff. And she takes the short course title. 3:58.15. A huge personal best by her. And in the end, she finally wins a gold medal after swimming in 3 finals. She gets the gold in the 4th one. And that is the joy of Liechtenstein. Look at that. Julia Hassler, who trains in Germany, now winning a bronze medal, celebrating together with silver medalist Sarah Köhler. This is history written here in Copenhagen. First ever medal for Liechtenstein at the Europeans. And the first short course gold medal for this young lady from Hungary, Boglarka Kopas, pacing very well these 400 meters, letting Köhler lead until the halfway mark, and then moving away in the final 100 meters, this time not letting the German back. Completely exhausted, Boglarka Kopas, she is European champion in the 400 meters. Köhler with a personal best under 4 minutes, finishing second. And look at that, Julia Hassler from Liechtenstein, now a European Championship medal winner. Talking about medals, we go back to victory ceremony, this time in the men's 100 free.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter freestyle. The medals will be presented by LEN President Paolo Barelli, accompanied by lifeguard Julie Led Espensen. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Great Britain, Duncan Scott. Silver medal, representing Belgium, Peter Diemers. Champion, representing Italy, Luca Dotto. and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy.
Kæmpe bifald, og tak for klapsalven til den italienske nationalmelodi fremragende.
With 46-11, he's the European long course champion and now also the short course champion.
Yeah, that was another Italian adding to the Italian medal table. We see them, they are doing pretty good, sitting in 4th place behind Netherlands, Russia and Hungary.
Yeah, Peter Tiemers with a consecutive silver in the 100 free. Duncan Scott, also second medal for him in this competition.
Lots of great swimming still to come here on this final night of the Land Short Course European Championships in Copenhagen. Do so appreciate the atmosphere that you guys create. I know the swimmers appreciate it as well. Husk endelig at bruge hashtagget Euroswim17, hvis I er så heldige at få skudt noget op på telefonen eller kameraet og uddele deres. Man kan bruge det på Instagram, Twitter og Facebook, men ellers det ligger over med sociale medier. Endelig. Slå i løs.
The European champion and Olympic silver medalist back in 2008. But also local crowd eagerly waiting Victor Bromer to take at least a medal. Yuri Verlinden from the Netherlands, bronze medalist from 5 years ago, finished 5th in the 100 meters. Then Gregor Zirk, he was 4th in the 200-meter freestyle. European Junior Championship bronze medalist. This is Tomu Zenimoto, who was bronze medalist already in the 200 meters IM, a fly specialist, was 6th at the European Juniors, but is in amazing form. Then Tamás Kenderesi, bronze medalist from last year's Olympic Games. Disappointing outing by him at the Budapest World Championships, missing out of the medals. Listening to the crowd, this is Victor Bromer, two-time silver medalist at the short course Europeans, a long course European champion. With a very strong second 100, usually. Andreas Vezayos, silver medalist in the 200 IM, was 9th at the World Championships, and silver medalist 6 years ago at the World Juniors. Then in 5, Alexander Harlanov, 4th at the short course World Championships, was a finalist in the 100 meters. And reigning champion, two-time long course European champion, Laszlo Cseh, missing out on the finals in the 100 meters, where he was also reigning champion. But this time, we have already witnessed a great swim by him, qualifying first after the heats. However, Harlanov was very strong in the first 100 meters and even the third 50. After 150, Harlanov was up by almost a full second on Laszlo Cseh, only to give way to the Hungarian. Victor Bromer, also a strong finisher. So, once again, maybe for the final time, we see Laszlo Cseh competing for international medals. 32 years of age already, with Harlanov next to him, 10 years his junior. Still have to wait for the start. Because of some technical issues here. Oh, that must be very annoying. There was something wrong with the starting device. Now they're fixing it. And they give local crowd an opportunity to cheer on Victor Bromer. Oh, look at that amazing crowd. 6,000 people, a full house here in the Royal Arena. Still not working. So the official signal now it's okay, so it is time for the final of the 200 fly. Watch for Zenimoto on the first 100 meters. Swimming in lane 7. Men's 200 fly with Laszlo Cseh in lane 4.
Take your mark.
2 years ago, he was close to taking Chadwick Close world record. Finished with the European record in Netanya in the last edition of the short course Europeans. 8 laps. And very fast out in lane 1, Gregor Zirk. And also Harlanov. Cseh only in 3rd position. No, that's not right. Of course, it was Gregor Zirk first, turning first. But now Harlanov moving away from the Hungarian. And he was very strong over the third 50 meters. Already a body length his advantage. And the halfway mark. This is where things get interesting. A 52.4. Very strong first 100 meters. And look at that underwater work by Harlanov. Che is back. He's not going to be winning this event. He's fading away. Harlanov, however, being very strong. Already almost 2 body lengths in front of the pack. Only 29 hundredths of a second under world record pace. Vizayos now second, Kendereshi third, Che back in 4th position. So it is Harlanov at the final turn, still way ahead of Vizayos. Now fading away a little bit, the Russian, and finishing strong, Victor Bromer. So Harlanov takes it, Vizayos second, and Kendereshi in 3rd position. Just touching out Bromer and Che. .54, the winning time, 1.5 seconds off the European record of Che. But it was a very bad race from start for the Hungarian. Swam even slower than in the heats, where he did not push that hard. However, it must have taken its toll. At the age of 32, finishing in 5th position. And Alexander Harlanov, the new European champion. With Vizayos winning a silver medal just like he did in the 200 IM, and Tamás Kendereshi, the bronze medalist. Victor Bromer, home favorite, only 4th in this race. And here are the final results. The fast starting Zirkin Zenimoto back in 7th and 8th. And we move back to victory ceremonies, this time in the women's 100 fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's 100-meter butterfly. The medals will be presented by Land Vice President Francis Luis, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation Treasurer Lars Jorgensen. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Denmark, Emilie Beckmann. The winner of the silver medal, representing France, Marie Vatel. Medal and European champion representing Sweden, Sara Sjöström. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Sweden.
En stor hånd til Sara Schustrand og vores medaljevinder.
Sara Schustrand, first gold medal of the competition with the new championship record, 55.0. And of course, Emilia Beckman.
Yeah, so nice to see Emilia getting yet another medal here at the European Championships in Royal Arena. Still only 17 years old. A lot of hype surrounding this young lady when it comes to Danish swimming now and in the future.
And you know what? We're going to see Sara Schustrand one more time, and it will be very close.
Yes, she's actually not a lot of times to get to see someone getting a gold medal at the European Championship and then actually needing to hurry down and change because she is going to be competing in a short while. We got the women's 50-meter freestyle final coming up, and it's going to be a Danish-Swedish competition, I assume, once again, because we also have our very own Lille Blume competing in there. And her har en altså Emilia Beckman med endnu en medalje til Danmark. Den Royal Arena gør jer klar.
Only 2 more individual finals to go. And the first one being the 50-meter freestyle for women with Ranomi Kromowidjojo, Sara Sjöström, and home favorite Pernilla Blume. In lane 8, this is Finland's Mimosa Yellow, finished 7th in the 50-meter backstroke. Then up in lane 1, silver medalist from the 200 meters, a former short course world and European champion, Femke Heemskerk. Down in 7th, the world junior champion, Maria Kameneva, already a winner of a bronze here on the 100 back. Her compatriot, Rosalia Nasreddinova, world university champion, 7th 2 years ago. Now looking for a medal, but it is going to be very tough, as we have the winner of the 200 meters, Charlotte Bonnet, in lane 6. Then also the big guns, Olympic champion from Denmark, Pernille Blume. Finished fourth this year at the World Long Course Championships in Budapest. Already won a bronze medal in the 100 free, behind Krumavitjojo and Sjöström. Talking about them, the Dutch coming to lane 5. Three-time short course world champion, three-time short course European champion in the 50 free. Also the world record holder. And Sara Sjöström in 4, a long course world champion. Bunch of victories to her name during the World Cup season. However, when it really counted, it was Krumavitjojo who was up. She took the world record, she won the 100 free, she also won the 50 fly, where Sara Sjöström missed out in the final. So 20-something seconds, full of action, a thrilling final to follow. With Blume in 3, Sjöström in 4, and Krumavitjojo in 5. This is the last final of these Europeans, the last individual female final, and a very good one. Great start by Krumavitjojo. Look at that underwater kicking. She is in front by a stroke. And at the halfway turn, it is already Sjöström in the lead. Once again, underwater, very strong Krumavitjojo with Blume surging and trying to catch up with the leader. Krumavitjojo or Sjöström, it is going to be very tight, and Sjöström takes it. 1/100th of a second separating those two. And Sara Sjöström in a new championship record time of 23.3. How was that when it matters the most? Super strong Swedish Sara Sjöström. 2 European titles in a framework of half an hour. After the 100 fly, she takes the 50 free. And now it is happy ending for Sjöström. .3, the winning time. Krumavitjojo second and Blume finishing in third with a new national record for Denmark. So yet another medal for the home team. What a final and what a swim by Sjöström. Just touching out Krumavitjojo by 1/100th of a second. Two of the greatest sprinters ever, and now facing off. And the smallest possible margin separating them.
Crazy for Sjöström going straight from the podium back down, coming up and grabbing yet another gold medal.
This is Sara Sjöström at her best. After taking silver medal 2 years ago behind Krumavitjojo, now she wins the title with the new championship record, the old standing to Hinklein Schröder, another great Dutch sprinter. And now we move on, yet another victory ceremony coming up, the men's 100 individual medley.
For the men's 100-meter individual medley. The medals will be presented by Len honorary member Sven Egil Folvik, accompanied by High Performance Manager Lars Greenbus. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Netherlands, Kyle Stork. The winner of the silver medal, representing Russia, Sergei Pesikov. Gold medal and European champion, representing Italy, Marco Orsi.
Come on, Marco.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy.
Kæmpe bifald til vores medaljevinder.
Marco Orsi, the 51.75. Either Sergei Pesikov, 51.94. Kyle Stork with the bronze, 51.99. Great job by all three of them.
Nice to see Carl Stork putting it into sign language for all of our deaf viewers around the world and the continent, of course. And it's becoming a bit of a trend when we hear the national anthem to clap along. Sounds even better that way.
Yeah, it is. Actually, Orsi and Pesikov, both of them, so many medals in the closet. Got one more, one beautiful medal we have here.
It's been a good few days of competing for not only Marco Orsi, but the Italians in general. They seem to be enjoying the Danish hospitality and the pool. Give it a little 2 million liters of water poured into a pool built for the occasion. What's not to like?
And you know what? We're not over yet. We got 3 more finals.
Yes, indeed.
individual final of these short course Europeans. The men's 50 back final is about to start, with Kliment Kolesnikov looking to take the backstroke treble with winning gold in the 100 and 200 and now aiming for gold in the 50. Christian Diener down in 8, was second 4 years ago. Kacper Stokowski from Poland, World Junior Championship bronze medalist. Then great French Jérémy Stravius, two-time former European short course champion, silver medalist at the short course and long course world championships in this event. Katalin Ungur, semi-finalist in the 100 meter for the first time in his career. He reaches the final. Simone Sabbioni, the silver medalist of the 100 meters. Simone Sabbioni, of course, the winner of the silver 2 years ago. Then Pavel Sankovic, short course world championship bronze medalist, also a bronze medalist at the European stage 6 years ago. And 5, the second Romanian swimmer, Robert Glință, the bronze medalist of the 100 meters, also finalist at the long course Europeans this year, last year. And here he comes, Kliment Kolesnikov, European junior champion, only 17 years of age, and already one of the best backstroke swimmers of the world. Kolesnikov just 400ths of a second off his own world junior record that he set this morning in the heat. And this is going to be another thrilling final with the Russian in 4. This is Glință in 5. But also watch out for Sabbioni in 6. This is the Russian in 4. Less than half a second separating the 8 finalists. This is the grand finale in the individual events of the European Championships.
Take your mark.
So we're off to these final 50 meters. In lane 6, Sabbioni underwater for maybe a little more than 15 meters. And no protest by the judges, and still in front Sabbioni. Now Kolesnikov trying to overtake him in the final meters. Is it going to be a surprise? Yes, it is. Sabbioni takes it. Simone Sabbioni, what a night for Italy. And the cap of Fabio Scozzoli, who was the winner of the 50 breast. Now his friend and compatriot takes the 50 back. And Kolesnikov settling for silver with another world junior record to his name. 200ths of a second separating the first two, with Jérémy Stravius just touching out Pavel Sankovic by 100th, thus taking bronze medal. And once again a very tight affair, 0.43 separating first and last in this final. This is Simone Sabbioni, former champion at the Youth Olympic Games, then went on to have success at senior level as well. Now, the first time ever he is a gold medal winner, a European champion. So only 2 more races. The 2 medley relays as always to conclude this European Championships. But before that, of course, we move on to victory ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's 400-meter freestyle. The medals will be presented by Len Bureau member Per Rune Eknes, accompanied by Danish swimmer Lotte Friis. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Liechtenstein, Julia Hassler. The winner of the silver medal, representing Germany, Sarah Köhler. Winner of the gold medal and European champion from Hungary, Boglarka Kapas. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Hungary.
Giv en stor hånd til vores medaljevindere.
Boglarka Kapas with the gold after the silver at the 800. Now she's first place with 3:58.15. Really on elimination, the second part of the race. Sarah Köhler with 3:59.12. And Julia Hassler with the first medal to Liechtenstein. 4:02.43.
Surely a race to remember, not only for the swimmers, but for all of us here. The race for first place between Kapas and Sarah Köhler was something else. nu, Royal Arena, hvis I sidder og overvejer at tage hjem, kald det en dag. Vel tilfredse med synet af flere medaljer til vores danske svømmere. Så bliver I siddende lidt endnu, for vi har stadigvæk danskere, der skal konkurrere. Vi har blandt andet noget så dejligt som 4x50 meter medley for kvinder. Med dansk deltagelse. Julie Kjær Jensen, Rikke Møller Pedersen, Emilie Bækman og Pernille Blume udgør vores hold i den sammenhæng. Står på Sverige, Polen, Frankrig, Rusland, Holland, Finland og Italien. Så det synes jeg endelig, vi skal blive her i Royal Arena for at bevidne. Royal Arena. Bare lige for at tage pulsen. Jeg ved, det er søndag. Det har været 5 gode dage med svømning, men har vi lidt tilbage i tanken til at hæppe på det danske hold i 4x50 meter medley? Og I gode.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 200-meter butterfly. The medals will be presented by Land Treasurer Tamas Yarfas, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation board member Lars Farm. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Hungary, Tamás Kenderesi. Silver medal, representing Greece, Andreas Vazaios. Winner of the gold medal and European champion, representing Russia, Alexander Kharlanov. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Russia.
Stort bifald til vores medaljevinder.
But of course, we should keep an eye on the home team. So this is the last female final of the Europeans. In lane 8 we have Jensen, Pedersen, Beckman and Blume. That's an odd thing, but Rikke Pedersen is the weakest link in this team. Then Sweden with a very happy Sara Sjöström, already 2 gold medals today to her name. Then in 7, Team Italy, Scalia, Castiglioni, Delido and Ferraioli. An outside chance for medals for the Italians. The Polish team that is going to be very strong in the first 2 or 3 legs for sure. Torch, Skandera, Urbancic, and then young 16-year-old Karolina Jurczyk with the freestyle leg. The Finnish team, yellow, Kivirinta, Laukkanen and Niemi, meaning that Jenna Laukkanen, breaststroke European champion, winning a silver medal this time. She will swim the fly. Then the French team with Charlotte Bonnet on breaststroke, so no really breaststroker for the French team. That's why they put Bonnet to swim the second leg. Then the Netherlands, Toussaint Bush, Kromowidjojo, this time on the fly, and Femke Heemskerk finishing it off in freestyle. And lane 4, Kosikova, Ivaneeva, Nasredinova, and Kameneva. It's Team Russia. In the 4x53, it was the Netherlands with a new world record time. But this is 4x50 medley. And we have at least 5 medal contending teams. Sweden, one of them with Sjöström. They will be up in lane 1 with Denmark down in lane 8. This was Kosikova in lane 4, a former world champion of the 50 back. So this is the final of the women's 4x50 medley relay. Toussaint for the Netherlands, silver medalist of the 100 back. Lane 5. And taking the early lead. In lane 2 gets Alicia towards the silver medalist of the individual 50-meter backstroke behind Katinka Hosszu. So she leads the pack. And now on to breaststroke. So it's Poland, Netherlands, and Russia in 3rd. Dominika Standera also finalist in the 50 breast for the Polish team. Team Bush for the Netherlands, only back in 5th or 6th position. And now look for the Swedish team up in lane 1 because they have Sara Sjöström in the 50 fly. Poland, Finland, Sweden, and now it's Sjöström's time to take over. Swimming against Alexandra Urbanchik. With the Netherlands way back in 8th position. Now already overtaking Poland. It is Sweden first, Michelle Coleman. With France in 3rd position. Pernilla Blume swimming for Denmark and swimming for the medal. Look at that. 6 teams turning at the very same time. Michelle Coleman in the lead for Sweden. Coming very strong in lane 3. Marie Vatel for France and of course the team Netherlands. But Denmark is going to medal down in lane 8. Sweden takes it. Gold medal number 3 for Sara Sjöström today. What a final this was. Denmark came back to win a medal, a silver medal with Jensen, Pedersen, Beckman and Blume. And France takes the bronze medal, courtesy of Charlotte Bonnet in the breaststroke. Touching out the Netherlands by only 0.04 of a second. Amazing race, fun to watch. This is European swimming at its best. Sweden with Hanna Roswall, Sophie Hansson, Sara Sjöström and Michelle Coleman finishing off. Before today, Sjöström had 0 gold medals to her name. Only a bunch of silvers at these Europeans.
now that the Europeans come to a close, she's already a three-time champion from Copenhagen. What a day for Sjöström. 24.2 her split and the 50 fly. One of the fastest ever. And Denmark, of course, overexcited with the performance of their relay. There is a great mixture of talent and experience. So here's the final result. Sweden, Denmark, and then France. With the Netherlands only fourth and Russia, surprisingly, back in seventh position. So only one more final to go. And that promises to be just as exciting as this was. But we'll only see that after the following victory ceremonies.
Danmark, Royal Arena. På vegne af alle, som har haft en finger med i spillet på at stable der på benene, vil vi gerne sige tusind tak for, at I har skabt den vildeste stemning, der nogensinde har været til DM. Nu er der ikke noget musik, I kan klappe til, men skal vi lige vise alle vores gæster fra udlandet, hvordan man laver noget larm for noget god svømning? En gang til Danmark, skal vi vise dem, hvordan vi fester her i Danmark?
the victory ceremony for the women's 50-meter freestyle. The medals will be presented by Land General Secretary David Sparks, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation board member Victor Valor. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Denmark, Pernille Blume. The silver medal, representing Netherlands, Ranomi Kromowiczojo. European champion, representing Sweden, Sara Sjöström. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Sweden.
Unægteligt en smuk nationalsang. Stort bifald til vores 3 medaljevindere.
Sara Sjöström with a new championship record here. And another one for her. 23:30. Ranomi Kromowiczojo, only 1/100 of a second behind. 23:31. And of course, Pernille Blume with a great bronze for Denmark.
This is such an extraordinary night of swimming. You see Sara Sjöström, probably the busiest swimmer of all in the entire arena, and Pernille Blume obviously getting another medal, not just for herself, but for the Danish trophy cabinet.
You know why is that? She gave away the other medal, so she had to get another one.
She had to get another one, of course. She can easily afford to give away medals because there's always a new one waiting right around the corner.
also Naomi Kromowidjojo with a great competition. So many medals here.
Yeah, the Dutch have been in and around the entire competition for the last few days. Absolutely brilliant performance as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 50-meter backstroke. The medals will be presented by Len Bureau member Noam Zvi, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation board member Stine Sørensen. The winner of the bronze medal, representing France, Jérémy Stravius. The winner of the silver medal, representing Russia, Kliment Kolesnikov. Winner of the gold medal and European champion, representing Italy, Simone Zabbioni. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy.
Stort bifald til vores tre medaljevindere.
the last time it is back to action. Grand finale coming up, the 4x50-meter medley relay for men. As always, finishing off these short course Europeans. And as always, a great fun of race to watch. So coming up, the last final. It's time to bid farewell to Denmark, to Copenhagen, and to these amazing 5 days of competition in the 19th European Short Course Swimming Championships. In lane 8, there is Team Netherlands with Jesse Proets, the 50-meter freestyle short course world champion, swimming the backstroke leg this time. And in 1, Finland, Reutering Tuomola, Pöytäkivi and Lukkonen. The latter always a very, very strong finisher. In 7th, Team Turkey finished 7th 2 years ago at the Short Course Europeans. Looked very strong today in the heat of this event. Then in 2, maybe one of the biggest favorites, Team Italy with Sabbione, Scozzoli, Codia and Luca Dotto. Sabbione fresh off celebrating his first ever individual European title in 50 back. Then the Polish team, Kacper Stokowski, Tokarski, Hudi, Czerniak in the lineup. Also very strong, the German team, Dina Schwingeschlögel, Kusch and Vierling, all of them finalists in their respective events. But the favorite to take this title is this quartet, Kolesnikov, Prigoda, Popkov and Morozov. The team from Russia, incredibly strong. And in lane 4 we have Belarus with Sankovic leading off, Shimanovic, Zurkin and Latskin. Expect them to be very strong in the first 100 meters especially. 2 years ago it was Italy, Russia and Belarus. Now Russia, probably the biggest favorite. Kolesnikov in for backstroke. Prigoda, silver medalist of the 50 breast. Then Popkov and Morozov, who won the 50 a huge margin and an incredible sub-21 second time. Not being able to swim the 100 IM due to an illness, had to withdraw 2 days ago. But now he's back in action. Vladimir Morozov finishing off for Team Russia. So this is once again Kolesnikov against Sabbione. Just a few minutes ago, they already faced off in the individual final of the 50 back. And once again, they're back into action. The last final of these Europeans, with Italy in 2, Russia in 5. Sabbione for Italy, Dina from Germany, then Sankovic, Belarus, and Kolesnikov for Russia. Maybe it is Sankovic first at the turn. But now Kolesnikov up in front. So it is going to be Russia first. 22.83, incredible time by Kolesnikov. Amazing new World Junior record. And now Prigoda, who swam one of the best breaststroke legs ever already in the heat. So Russia comfortably in the lead, with Italy and Belarus following. And now Alexander Popkov for Russia, Kodia for Italy.
trying to move away from Germany's Marius Kusch. On the line for Turkin for the Belarus team in second. Already a full second under the European record split. It is going to be an amazing victory by Russia, with Vladimir Morozov finishing very strong, way ahead of the European record. Is it going to be a new world record? Yes, it is! 700ths of a second under the world record. Team Russia with Kolesnikov, Prigoda, Popkov and Morozov. What a
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's 4x50-meter medley relay. The medals will be presented by LEN Vice President Andriy Vlaskov, accompanied by Danish Swimming Federation board member Anders V. Jensen. The winners of the bronze medal, Team France. Represented by Mathilde Simi, Charlotte Bonnet, Mélanie Hennig, and Marie Vatel. the winners of the silver medal.
Danmark, Lube, Mette Pedersen, Nielsen, og selvfølgelig Beckmann.
Winners of the gold medal and European champions, Team Sweden! Represented by Hanna Roswall, Sophie Henson, Sarah Schustrup and Michelle Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Sweden.
Royal Arena, lav et kæmpe gang larm for vores 3 medaljevindere.
Seventh medal for Denmark. What a great job. And Schustrup with her third gold this night. That's just amazing.
Yeah, it's been a night, obviously a wonderful performance by Danish swimmers, but hats off to Sarah Schustrup with an amazing performance all around.
Yeah, Team Sweden here with 144.43. Team Denmark 145.0. Team France 145.35. And you know what? The last 50, Pernille Blume 50. It was 23:21. So quick.
Yeah, she's fast. She's really fast. We saw it a few nights ago as well, her finishing out the mixed medley where she did not quite as fast a time, but she was fast there as well.
A lot of soul there
good man.
Yes, Peter.
Thank you for a lovely few days here at the commentary station. I'm looking at the medal table overall here as we're closing out a wonderful few days of swimming at the Len European Short Course Championships. Just want to do a recap. Russia, 18 medals in total. There's quite a few, but if you breeze through the different names and nationalities, you come to the 12th spot. Denmark, 7 medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 4x50 meter medley relay. The medals will be presented by President of the Danish Swimming Federation, Kjell Ebo Larsen, accompanied by lead bureau member Pia Holmen Christensen. The winners of the bronze medal, Team Belarus. Sankovic, Ilya Shumanovic, Johan Surkin, and Anton Latkin. The winners of the silver medal, Team Italy. Represented by Simone Zabiolmi, Fabio Scozzoli, Piero Godia, and Luca Toto. Winners of the gold medal and European champions, Team Russia! Represented by Kliment Kolesnikov, Kirill Prigoda, Alexander Popkov, and Vladimir Morozov. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Russia.
Stort bifald til vores 3 medaljevindere.
Stay with us, we still got the championship trophy to hand over.
Vi skal altså forbi præsent mesterskabstrofæet. Det skal overgives som de endelige for det. Det er en skøn sandelse, men er kun for øjeblikket væk.
The medal table on the screen right now. Let's just emphasize that the championship trophy is not based on the medal table, it's based on points.
Overall, of course, so
Yeah, wins the fourth place, also got point the fifth, etc.
so we're handing over that trophy in a short while, of course. Nice show of support for the Russian fans in the stands. They've been very honorable the last 5 days,
18 medals, you can understand them.
creating a wonderful atmosphere here in Copenhagen. Spasiba, spasiba.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony for the championships trophy. The trophy will be presented by LEN President Paolo Barelli. The winners of the championships trophy with 959 points. This is Team Italy. Once again, give it up for Italy! Now we go on to the 12 overall points was Femke Hemsker with 100 free. And number 8, Sarah Köhler, 400 free. Number 7, Alicia Toj, 50 back. Number 6, Boglarka Kapash with a 400 free. Number 5, Charlotte Bonnet, 200 free. Number 4, Pernille Blume with a 50 free. Number 3, Sarah Sjöström with a 50 free. Number 2, Katinka Hosu with a 100 medley. And the best score was by Ranomi Kromowidjojo from Netherlands with 100 free. The men's, Simone Zabioni, 12th place, 11, Alexander Krasnik, 9, 2 together, Ilya Shumanovic and Dana Shrapsis, 8, Mikhail Dorinov, 7, Fabio Scozzolli, 6, Marco Koch, 5,